Celebrities often build close friendships with other prominent men and women as they navigate through their own personal lives and careers in the biggest and baddest industry of them all. Some friendships develop while working on projects, while other famous friends discover common grounds in surprising places. Regardless of how they met, we have narrowed down some of the many female celebrity duos that are the cutest, funniest, and most definitely swoon-worthy. First off, let's look at how Drew Barrymore and Cameron Diaz met. Drew and Cameron have been lifelong friends. They've been with one another since low-rise jeans were a thing. They met when Drew was 14, working in a coffee house, and Diaz was a junior model at 16, which was over 30 years ago, and they're still going strong. They starred in a mega hit, Charlie's Angels, and that's where they really clicked. But it was their only movie together. Barrymore told Lauren of Entertainment Tonight in 2018 that she and Diaz are more than best friends, almost like sisters. They also revealed the secret to their friendship is that they're very honest with each other and push each other to be better. They also said that they have been there for each other in their lives for all the major and important moments, but also in the small and casual moments too. They just have each other's back through everything. Don't we all wish we had a friendship like that? Following up, we love that Meghan Markle has flown around the world to watch Serena Williams' tennis matches. Serena is a legend, and did you know she's also friends with royalty? The tennis legend and Meghan met at a Super Bowl party in 2010 and later competed in DirecTV's 2014 Celebrity Beach Bowl during Super Bowl weekend. Their connection, though, has grown beyond sporting activities. When Williams found out she was pregnant with their daughter in 2017, Markle told Vogue that she would be an excellent mother because she's so good at balancing strength and sensitivity. Plus, given her talent at karaoke, she was sure Serena would put her own spin on singing lullabies to the baby. Williams, who co-hosted Meghan's baby shower in 2019, praised Meghan, calling her a selfless friend, according to People. They remain supportive of each other in every aspect of their lives. William also attended Markle's wedding to Prince Harry in 2018, and Markle then saw Williams play at the 2019 US Open. No matter how crazy their lives may have been, these two look like they'll be there for each other no matter what. Now, for how Julianne Hough and Nina Dobrev have stood by each other's side through the hardest of times. Nina Dobrev and Julianne Hough flew to Indonesia with a group of friends in late 2018, proving once again that the best of friends are also perfect travel buddies. The two of them went to the same hairstylist who eventually introduced them to one another, but they always say that they have known each other their entire lives. They supported each other through their ups and downs in their typical best friend fashion. And when Dobrev had an allergic reaction that sent her into shock and landed her in the hospital, Julianne was at her by her side the entire time. Any medical emergency is frightening, but Nina's best friend was by her side during the entire ER visit. The actress took to Instagram to thank her and wrote, "Jules was with me and the doctors at Cedars were amazing, so back at home now and I'm okay." Now, for Rihanna and Cara Delevingne, who met at a fashion show and just hit it off. Rihanna and Cara Delevingne became pals after Cara slapped Rihanna on the bum at the Victoria's Secret fashion show. The Valorant co-stars are quite close, and Rihanna also adds that while their connection began in humor, she knows she can turn to the model-turned-actress for anything. "We get silly with one another," she said in an interview. She went on to say that Cara and her are quite close. It might appear that they are merely party buddies, but their bond is a lot deeper than that. As you can probably tell, the two celebrities have very busy schedules, but can always pick up the phone and unload on one another and can count on them to listen and offer the best advice. Rihanna's also been an amazing mentor for Cara ever since the supermodel started to find her footing in the industry. And since both women's careers have thrived, they've continued to support one another. Delevingne was featured in Rihanna's 2019 Savage X Fenty fashion show, which aired on Amazon Prime later. The model declared on the red carpet before an event to promote the singer's lingerie line that it was a feast. She continued hyping up Rihanna, saying that she wished there were more fashion shows like this one, and that Rihanna definitely knows how to pull it off. We all love supportive best friends here. Following up with Gayle King and Oprah Winfrey, who met when they worked at the same news station back in 1976. Everyone knew Gayle as Oprah's best friend. It's simply a fact. The now iconic duo met while working at Baltimore television station in 1976. Gayle was a production assistant while Oprah was a news anchor. After King was unable to return to Baltimore suburbs due to a storm, Winfrey offered her a place to stay, and the two have remained friends ever since. The best friends have been given numerous, often unedited interviews about their close friendship, citing a lack of jealousy and an instant connection as the secret behind their 40-plus year friendship. Oprah mentioned on the Drew Barrymore show how Gayle comforted her while she was doing the Oprah Winfrey Show, and it made her want to cry even thinking about it. Every night after the show, Oprah would return home and have these sessions with Gayle before bed, and it was the only thing that would help her calm down. Throughout their careers, the two have been there for each other. Let's take a look at the funny story of how Emma Stone and Jennifer Lawrence met. On paper, it appears Emma Stone and Jennifer Lawrence were destined to be best friends. They're both great actors with great senses of humor and honest, open personalities who have had their big breaks and stuck with their stride in recent years. The two have been friends for a long time, and they previously told Vanity Fair that they got each other's phone contacts from their mutual co-star Woody Harrelson, and that they finally agreed to meet in person and things got serious. Spoiler alert, it sounds like it could have been an episode of Catfish. The same person whom Stone and Lawrence refer to as John, the orchestra guy, continued to text the two actresses. Despite their concerns that they were both being catfished, they met after several years of receiving texts from the stranger. When they finally met in person, they clicked right away and formed a great friendship. Coming up, Maisie Williams and Sophie Turner, who met on the Game of Thrones set. Sophie Turner and Maisie Williams have become very close over the last 8 years while playing the Stark sisters on Game of Thrones. So much so that Williams jokingly said that the entire series was simply a ruse to get the two together. They're so close that Turner recently admitted on Dr. Phil's Fill in the Blanks podcast that their friendship was quite destructive because they didn't really talk to anyone else on the set besides one another. Turner made the remark as part of a longer discussion with Dr. Phil about how important mental health has become to her. She said she began to feel depressed in her late teens, which she relates to the fact that she was working in the program and living at home while her friends were attending college. She frequently relied on Williams since they understood each other. Both of their acting careers began on the show because they were young when the show began and they grew up together in many ways. According to Elle magazine, Maisie Williams and Jonas were so close on the set of Game of Thrones that they even got matching tattoos. The tattoos mark the days that the two were officially cast on the Game of Thrones. Let's not forget Jennifer Aniston and Courtney Cox are the best of friends. The two ladies co-starred in the NBC sitcom Friends. The series finale aired 1 month before Cox gave birth to her daughter, who became Aniston's goddaughter in May 2004. They vacationed together and sometimes even with their other bestie, Lisa Kudrow. Courtney was Jennifer's maid of honor at her wedding to Justin, and they both supported each other during their divorces. So it's safe to say that the pair have been there through all of each other's highs and lows, and this bond is still going strong. Following up with how Tina Fey and Amy have been friends for decades. The future besties met in Chicago in '93 while rising through the ranks of the city's famed comedy scene. When Amy and Tina first met, they were both in their early 20s, and Amy wrote that Fey was sharp, shy, and hilarious in her 2014 memoir, Yes Please. Tina and Amy were the two of the funniest women in Hollywood, and when they're together, their jokes just multiply. The two made up the first all-female anchor team for Weekend Update on Saturday Night Live. They've shown their chemistry as young celebrities by appearing together in NBC's Saturday Night Live, co-hosting various award events, and co-starring in the films Mean Girls, Sisters, and Baby Mama. Despite their mutual success, Amy says that Tina is still the same person she was when they first met. Above all, they're best friends who will always be there for one another. Last but certainly not least, we love that Julia Michaels and Selena Gomez got matching tattoos. We're unsure how Selena and Julia met or how long they've been friends for, but they're both musicians who write songs together, so they could have met in the studio or through their record labels. Julia was most recently stated as a writer on Selena Gomez's songs Look at Her and Lose You to Love Me singles. Michaels also invited Gomez on stage for a performance of their duet Anxiety at one of their shows. They later shared pictures of their matching tattoos. Following Michaels' show, both musicians had an arrow tattooed on their hands, so that when they held hands, the arrows pointed at each other. They're now forever linked. In her Instagram story, Gomez explained the importance of the tattoos, writing, "It's tatted. My arrows point to you forever. If you've ever wanted to show your devotion to your closest friends, here's your sign." And with that, that is all for this video. Let us know which celebrity duo you're swooning over the most in the comments down below. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. We'll see you in the next one.